Table Talk, a place for honest conversations and getting to meet friends. I'm here. You're going to love getting to meet these two sweet friends today. This is Rylie and Trevor, and they are going to talk today. We're going to discuss the upcoming young adult ministry event that's happening. If you've been in church the last few Sundays, you have gotten to hear Pastor Levi talk about this event coming up Friday, September 19th. And I'm sure y'all have. I've had so many people say, what is this? Where did this come from? How did this happen? So Rylie and Trevor were very sweet to come hang out today on Table Talk just to kind of give some more background and information about what this young adult thing at Sagemont is that's coming. But before we jump into that, I want y'all to get to know them a little bit. So Rylie, introduce yourself, and then Trevor, you can do next.
Gotcha. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having us. We're really excited to be here. My name is Rylie, and I am actually here on staff at Sagemont. I work in missions. My family moved here when I was in college, and so I've been here maybe a total of 2 years. I was here for about a year, left, served overseas for a bit, came back a little over 6 months ago. So it's been great. My parents are Randy and Kelly Cooper. They're super involved in the student ministry, and then they also lead a connect group, a new connect group at 9 a.m. called Abide. I'm part of the Growing 20s group that also meets at 9. It's a newer group since about April when we went to three
services.
Yeah, and it's just for girls in their 20s. So
fun.
That's me.
I love it. And y'all, she brings up such a good point. When we switched to 3 services in April, we added quite a few new connect groups. And we have our Growing 20s for the girls and the guys that Trevor's involved in, but also some other adult couples classes, things like that. So Pastor Levi says this every Sunday. If you're not involved in a connect group, that's your next step. Get plugged into one. There are lots. I also sometimes say that when you look at our list of connect groups, it kind of feels like you are at Cheesecake Factory. And the menu, there's so many options. If you get overwhelmed, don't let that stop you. Stop by the Next Step tent on Sunday morning. You can reach out to me. I'd love to help you. It is a great next step, but we don't want you to get overwhelmed by all the steps. Let us help. It's really good. So love that you do that, the 20 for our 20-year-old girls at 9 a.m. And then Trevor, you direct the 20-year-old guys that also meets at 9 a.m.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm Trevor. Everybody calls me Trev here at Sagemont.
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
okay,
everybody
good to
calls
know.
me Trevor T. That's what I go by.
Okay.
Grew up in Sagemont my whole life. Grandparents, one was in the choir, one was a deacon. My parents, Romeo and Vanessa Murillo, they host one of the new members' luncheon tables. Fun fact, I have a twin.
We love that.
Yeah.
I have twins too, which is a good thing. Do y'all look alike?
We are fraternal, but if we have the same hairstyle, sometimes we look alike.
You can tell they're brothers, I feel like.
Yeah. Y'all the same height?
We're both same tall.
Okay, both tall.
Yeah,
okay,
tall.
Got it.
People think we're bodyguards when we're walking through the hallway.
I can see that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm the director of the 20s guys class that meets on Sundays at 9 a.m. right next door to the girls.
Yes.
And I also lead in the college ministry.
Oh, do you? That's so great.
On Tuesdays.
I love that. Yeah. Sagemont U. Shout out Sagemont U Tuesday nights. It's
correct.
a great place if you're a college kid. It's really good. So y'all are both in the demographic of young adults. And I think it's important for us to talk about Sagemont. So good. Awesome student ministry. Sagemont U is a fabulous place. But then after Sagemont U, it's kind of one of those, and y'all, this is not just Sagemont. This is churches and life in general a lot of the time. It's kind of like, I'm out of college. Where do I now fit? Because when you're students, you go to students. When you're college, you go to college. But then after that, there's all these different things. And so finding that spot sometimes is so difficult.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to be purposeful with that at Sagemont. So tell us, how did y'all even first hear that, hey, maybe Sagemont is trying to look specifically at a young adult segment?
So like you said, I think it was you graduate college, you're 22, 23, you come back, you're like, oh, Sagemont U, it's a great place for college students. But as you grow older, it's kind of like, do I still belong in this demographic over here, or what's next? And I think at the time we didn't have any what's next. It was kind of like, hey, you form your own group, hang out, things like that. But how do we get them to help take their next steps? So especially for my small groups I lead on Tuesdays, I tend to lead like the older ones. So it's like, hey, like, do we have anything involved, man? Do we have anything? Where can I go besides Tuesdays? I'm like,
right.
Yeah, well, coming soon,
Yeah, coming soon.
But it's like that demographic of, hey, there's a need, and I think it was something that had been talked about, but now that it's actually like set in stone rising up, coming up, are like excited for it.
Yeah.
So I think it approached when Levi first popped up email in my phone. I was like, hey, young adults, are you interested? I'm like, yes, right
So
away,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
To be an advocate for everybody that's wondering or reaching people beyond these walls or within these walls that may not know the gospel, that don't have a community, a godly community at that. So just to get people involved and get them connected together is kind of the vision and the goal.
I think that's one of the things I loved about how Levi has come to Sagemont is he came in and really just saw how everything was going, and then like he was so purposeful. Like they did like demographic surveys of the community and where the church is and what's happening around us, and he got a visionary team together that looks at, hey, here's all this information, what should we be stepping toward? And one of those that rose to the top was young adults. And not just because there was a need, which there is, but it is a massive population right here around us, and we want to be able to reach out to them and invite them to things. So I love that he had a heart for it. So he emailed y'all.
Yes.
Is that what you got too, Rylie?
Yeah, I got a call from another one of our team members saying, hey, this is happening. Does it sound like something you want to be in on? And I was like, yes.
That's awesome.
So and then we all got together. He kind of cast the vision, and then we were like, okay, let's put together an event. And so that's the first step.
How long ago did y'all like first meet?
So I think there was a first initial team that was 6 of us.
Okay.
Kind of like the vision team that met, discussed the plan, and then we casted out the leadership team on like getting more people
build it up.
build it up, and like that's where Rylie kind of joined in at that point.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of all came together as a collective and just burst.
But it's been a little while, right?
Yeah, that was sometime in July, mid-July.
Yeah.
So about 2 months out from what's going to be the event.
Yeah, which is so fun. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good thing. And I think it's great because we know so often when you want to invite somebody to church, they maybe don't want to come to church on Sunday morning, but they'll come to a fun thing to meet people. And so often that's how people do take their next steps, and their first steps in following Jesus is they get invited to a fun thing. And so I love that y'all are doing that. Tell us a little bit about what is the first thing.
Yeah. So it's the goal was to make it a very welcoming environment where people can just come and show up and hang out and get to know others. Because it's not a formal service.
Right.
Yeah, we really wanted it to just be a place where people come and meet others and really find community. And so it's going to be a game night. We're going to have some big large group games where everybody's involved, and then we'll have just a time in the Word, hear a testimony, and then we're gonna kind of release everybody to keep playing games, kind of whatever is their thing. If you're a cards person, if you're a board game person, if you like those more party games, and just kind of organically hang out. We're also gonna have coffee.
Fun.
Yeah.
Shout out Pearland Coffee Roasters, the
Yay!
best coffee.
Love it.
Around.
So fun.
That's kind of what
awesome.
the night's gonna look like.
That's great. And y'all are, so it's Friday, September 19th.
Yep.
In the student building.
Correct.
Right.
Upstairs of this.
Bottom floor. Yeah.
Where all the games are.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you haven't been in the student building, the bottom floor, I mean, it's got other stuff, but it does have a huge room full with all kinds of great games. Like, it has the 4-way pickleball thing.
We have 4 pickleball, we have volleyball, we have
Air hockey.
we have ping pong.
Yeah, I mean, there's
a lot.
It's super fun. I love that y'all are using that space. It's such a fun space. So talk to me a little bit about when we say young adults, who are we talking to? Who are we wanting to say, hey, this is you?
So I think the demographic is 20 to 35.
Okay.
Single, married, with kids, it does not matter.
Okay.
All are welcome. Because I know some people say young adults. Oh, I'm married already. I don't need to go to that.
Right.
That's okay. We want you to find a community also, not just the single people or the people with kids.
Yeah.
So it's that's kind of all of the above.
Cool.
Everybody's welcome at this
That's
event.
awesome. I love that.
Yeah, for sure. It's for whatever stage of life, bring your community, come find community.
Yeah.
We're really, wanting to hone in on. We know that there are some people who feel maybe more established, but there's just a lot of people who don't.
Absolutely.
Even if they do show up on Sundays, And so, so it's either come meet a friend or come find people to invest in. For some of those older people or the younger people, come find people to start watching and knowing and learning from.
Yeah. I think that's so good because you think about 20 to 35. So, I mean, really, it's only 15 years, 16, 17. It's not really that big, but the things you're going through in that stage of life can be drastically different. But I love that we're saying, but come together because you can learn from each other. You can encourage each other. Yeah. And so I love that it is open to anyone in that age range, in that stage of life. Now, I will also say this. If you're 39, you don't have to come. It's okay. It's okay. There's other things and different ways that you can get involved. But I know because I've heard different people say like, but I'm like just barely out. I'm like, but you are. Because I have to say that to myself too. I'm like, you think you're 25. You're not. But y'all, be the person that supports this ministry, that encourages this ministry, that prays for this ministry, and then listen for opportunities that might come down the way for you to get to be a support to this ministry. Even if you're not in it, you can be a support somehow in this ministry. And I think that's one thing that's interesting. We were kind of talking beforehand. This is not a ministry. This is not the young adult. What we're doing at Sagemont isn't set in stone. It is not like this is what we're doing and this is what it is. And this group of people made decisions for the next 10 years. It is hey, we've talked about the importance. We planned one thing. We planned a thing. And then to really be able to go, what comes out of this? Yeah. And so talk a little bit about just y'all's heart, your like vision of like what you would love to see come out of this. Like you said, we've just kind of created a starting point, and the leadership team identified, a need. But now it's time to like see what is like the actual felt need. Who's going to show up? Like, it might be, majority singles. We might have a ton of married couples, parents come. We don't really know. That's what it's going to be quite interesting, really. But I think the heart is community at the core, like finding people to know, to be known by, and absolutely
walk together in life. Like, we would love people to come to this, both people who are involved at Sagemont, like it's really just as much for the people who are involved as it is for people from the outside.
Absolutely.
Because we just don't have that big group gathering yet, and fun things. So like the heart is community, and then we'll see kind of where it goes from there. What are people wanting? We'll ask those questions. What are they desiring? What do they feel is missing, is lacking at Sagemont, in that kind of gathering space? So it's just a desire to love this group of people well.
Yeah, I love that. I know Brother John, who was Sagemont's founding pastor, he used to always say about things like this, don't be Thomas. Don't be the guy that wasn't in the room and then has to come back later and go, tell me, show me, I want to see. He's like, don't be Thomas. And I always think about that with things like this, especially when they're new. So often people go, well, I'll wait and see. Let me see how it goes. But listen, if this is one that if you're like, I'm going to wait and see if singles even show up, or I'm going to wait and see if married couples with kids even show up. If you're in that category, show up, because it's going to make a difference in how it moves forward.
Oh, yeah.
And so listen, we all get it's hard to walk into a room when maybe you don't know anybody, but bring a friend, or reach out to Rylie or Trevor, and they'll be like, I'll be your friend. I'll meet you in the parking lot. We can walk in together.
Yeah, like it's supposed to be very low key. Everybody's coming in new. We don't really know what to expect. And we're on, the back, kind of behind the scenes part of this. So it's very low stakes in that regard. Like, so
I think I talked to a lot of people now. They're like, "Oh, who's gonna be there?" I'm like, "I don't know."
That's the thing.
I'm like, "Come meet people."
That's right.
Like, don't let the fear of not knowing anybody make you not show up.
That's right.
Come, not know anybody, leaving with, I met 20 people.
That's right.
Like, we're
got all these phone numbers, and we're gonna hang out, and we're gonna do absolutely. It's like your friend wasn't your friend until they were your friend.
Exactly.
Like you didn't know them until you knew them. I just had some of our really dear friends that live in Missouri came in town for my birthday and surprised me. Came in town, so that we've been their friends pre-kids, like long time ago. We met at a church gathering. Didn't know them from anybody, and now they are lifelong friends. And they live like we lived in Missouri at the time we moved away. We still have that relationship together. So y'all, from someone a little bit older, do the thing.
Yeah.
Take this step. Introduce yourself. Get somebody's phone number and ask them to coffee or to hang out. Like, be the one. Don't just sit back and go, well, no one talks to me, or no one reaches out to me, or I'm just so nervous. I get it. We're nervous.
Yeah. And we also really hope that this is like this is where you can get plugged into a connect group.
Yes.
Kind of like what we were saying at the beginning. Come and then say, I'm coming on Sunday mornings to the main services. I don't know how to get plugged in. This is also like our desire, like to plug people in further. Help be able to share like not just hear next steps from Pastor Levi on a Sunday morning, but from the person you're talking and chatting with that can meet you in the parking lot, that can walk you in and that kind of stuff. So I think it's going to be so fun. I asked y'all before we started, y'all said there's about 70 people already registered. So far. There was like 60 in the first week.
That's so fun. Y'all, the Sunday he first talked about it a couple Sundays ago, I got probably 4 text messages going, what is this? What's happening? What's going on? What are we doing? How do we get involved? I mean, so excited that this is happening.
I think Rylie and I were out there at the ministry. We're like, how old are you? We need come on.
Scan this QR code.
Pull out your phone right now. Let's do it. Let's sign you up.
Come see us. I love that. And if you are somebody that's watching and you're like, I'd love to just ask a couple more questions. On Sunday morning, these 2 faces, or others, but these 2 also, at the ministry booth, which is right outside the worship center. You can walk over, ask questions, sign up, all that kind of stuff, just if you need to get a little more information. Or you do want to meet somebody before you just walk in. They're there, so you can definitely talk to them. And you said on the registration online, it's your email.
Yes,
like point of contact. So if you have questions, you can get Rylie's information.
Sagemont Church.
There you go. You can talk to her about those kinds of things too. What time on Friday night? I didn't even ask.
6:30.
6:30. Childcare will be provided.
That's right.
Yes, that is a
love that
key detail.
Yes, and let me just say this because I know childcare. You have to register your kids ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so if you have children and you're contemplating, please register. Please let childcare know you're coming, because we would hate to go, your kid's not registered, and so that you can't come now, and that stinks. So go ahead and register. And I want to say registration
for childcare ends September 8th. If something happens, shoot us an email. We'll get you, taken care of for sure. But if you have children, please sign up before September 8th, just to love on our childcare workers and
helps
stuff.
them
it's really
plan.
For them.
Yes.
But for the event itself, it's open registration through the event.
Okay. Is there a cost?
There is not a cost.
Free.
It is free.
So if nothing else, you're getting coffee and games
Good
for
coffee.
free. Good coffee.
On a Friday night.
On a Friday night. I love that y'all are getting to do this. I think it's going to be so fun. Y'all, and I will say, if you're watching this and you're like, I'm not in that age bracket, tell someone that is. Your neighbor might be, your grandkids might be, your children might be. Somebody at church. Like, make sure people know this is coming and encourage them to sign up and come and be a part of it. And like myself, if you're not in that age bracket, be praying for this. Like, pray for this event. Pray for these young adults to come and get plugged in, to find, like you said, godly community, so they can walk along someone and be encouraged in their walk, grow in their walk and in their knowledge of Jesus. Like, that's the heart of this thing.
For sure.
Is for people to know him more and know each other and build and have that blessing of community. We all know what a blessing community is.
Yes.
And it's like we can't shout it loud enough to tell people, be purposeful, do the thing, build community. And I'll also say, probably all of us sitting here have been hurt by community, even inside churches, right? Listen, it's a whole bunch of sinners that go to church, all of us. But it's one of those, I would encourage you, even set that aside. Like, be willing to come, even if you're like, but I've done that before and I was hurt. Or I was, then you might happen again, but it's worth pushing through those hurtful things to do that. It's just so, so important. So as y'all are talking to people, act like they're watching. What's the spiel? I know we've done a lot of spieling, but like, is there anything else you would say, like, just to go, this is important, come?
I think when I talk to people, I'm like, hey, what are you doing Friday, September 19th? Oh, nothing. Or I got to check my calendar. Clear your calendar.
I love it.
We have an event going on September 19th from 6:30 to 9. We'll have games, free coffee, because when they hate free
Yes.
Show up.
And listen, coffee's not cheap these days.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, just show up. I mean, if you don't know anybody, you know me, you know Rylie. Come on, come say hi. Just be there.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling people, like, it's an opportunity to just hang out, to have a fun hangout community. It can kind of be what it needs to be for you.
Yeah.
And so that's what's so great about it. If you've never been to Sagemont before, if you are somehow watching this and, you know, you wouldn't even call yourself a Christian, like, but you want people, like you need people, like, that is like an innate desire, I think, within us. And so it's for you too. And if you come to Sagemont all the time and you just don't feel as plugged in, maybe you do feel plugged in, like, come.
Still for you.
Yeah, it's for everybody. And then we'll kind of see what happens from there. So if you really want to be represented, you know, as we are kind of dreaming about the future, like, come.
Yeah. See what it's going to be.
Bring some friends. Like, it's open invite. Like,
yes.
Tell whoever.
Right.
Tell
Yeah. Whoever wants to come.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Thank y'all for putting time and effort into this.
Thank you.
Like I said, I've talked to tons of people that are like, this is awesome. They're so excited. So I love that y'all and the rest of the team have really put effort and time into this. It's going to be great. Y'all, you can go to the church website, go to the event page, scroll down a little bit, and you'll be able to see it and get all the information you need, be able to register. Let us know you're coming. That's super beneficial. So there's enough coffee for everyone. And like we said, on a Sunday morning, you can stop by the booth and ask questions if you need to, or reach out to Rylie. You'll be able to see her information. Or, of course, you can always reach out to me, and I can plug you to the right people to get more information. But, y'all, our young adults, come hang out. It's going to be, I think it's the beginning of a really cool thing.
Correct.
for sure.
And so it's one of those. Get in on the front end and get to be a part of what God's doing. Join where he is at work and get to be involved in that. So thank y'all for hanging out this morning. It was so fun. I appreciate y'all. Listen, pray for this ministry and share this with somebody that needs to be there. September 19th. And we will see you next time on Table Talk. Thanks, guys.